All right, so lately, everyone's been talking about Cody Ko,
Uh-huh.
and it's not for, like, his usual comedy stuff.
Right.
There are some pretty serious allegations online,
Yeah.
and it's, like, way more intense than your usual internet drama.
It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill influencer scandal.
No, not at all.
This one feels different.
So, to really figure out what's going on,
Yeah.
we are doing a deep dive
Okay.
into a YouTube video essay by Film Cooper.
Love Film Cooper.
They really break down the whole controversy,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, some of it is pretty tough to hear.
It's heavy stuff, for sure. It
Yeah.
really makes you think about
Yeah.
consent and accountability in the digital age.
Okay, so this isn't just about gossip
Uh,
or clickbait.
uh.
We're going to look at the evidence,
Okay.
consider all the different perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully give you the information you need to
Yeah.
kind of draw your own conclusions.
I think that's so important, especially these days with so much information and misinformation
Yeah.
flying around online.
So let's get into it.
Okay.
The heart of all this
Yeah.
is Tana Mongeau's allegation
Right.
that she and Cody Ko had a sexual relationship when she
Right.
was 17 and
Mhm.
he was 25.
So right away,
Yeah,
there are some legal issues there
for sure.
because the age of consent
Right.
varies by state.
Yeah.
But in both California and Florida,
Mm-hmm.
where this allegedly may have happened,
Uh-huh.
it's 18.
Right.
So legally speaking,
Yeah.
this could potentially be statutory rape.
It's crazy because the way Mongeau talks about it in the videos, it's so casual, like almost flippant. She even says she doesn't feel traumatized.
See, and that's interesting to me.
Totally.
Because it challenges our
Yeah.
assumptions about how victims of these situations always
Yeah.
behave
Yes.
or how they're supposed to express their trauma.
Right.
It forces us to really examine our own biases
Yeah.
and avoid judging victims
Mm-hmm.
based on some preconceived idea of what trauma should look like.
It really makes you think
Yeah.
about how much we assume we know.
Exactly.
And then there's Gabby Hanna,
Okay.
who's backing up Mongeau's story.
Okay.
She claims that she actually warned Ko about Mongeau's age
Wow.
at a Playlist Live event.
That's crazy.
And the wild part is,
Yeah.
Hannah actually told a similar story years ago,
What?
totally separate from all of this.
Well, wait.
The fact that they line up so perfectly,
Yeah.
it's mind-blowing.
It really makes you wonder.
It does.
Right.
It definitely lends some credibility to Mongeau's claims.
Yeah, for sure.
But here's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
Cody Ko has been completely silent
Oh, wow.
about the whole thing. He hasn't said anything at all.
But silence speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Right. Like, what is he trying to do here? Is
Yeah.
he trying to just make it all go away?
Yeah.
You know, just hoping it'll blow over?
Right. Or maybe he's just trying to protect his image.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think it sends a message.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Especially since he seems to be filtering comments
Really?
on his videos while his wife, Kelsey, is getting bombarded online.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
So he's letting her take the heat?
it seems that way.
Interesting.
And, you know, this isn't Ko's first time dealing with controversy.
Right, there's that whole thing with the racial
Yeah.
slur in the Vine video.
Yeah. Rug.
A little bit, yeah.
And then there's his friendship with Colby Brock.
Right. Who's
Yeah.
had his own set of serious accusations.
It's just like, it all starts to
Yeah.
paint this kind of troubling picture.
Yeah. What?
And then there's that clip of Ko and his podcast co-host.
Al Miller.
Yeah, Noel Miller.
Yeah.
They were making fun of Jerry Seinfeld for dating a younger woman.
Oh, wow. The irony.
It's almost too perfect,
I know.
given the situation now.
Right. It's just like
Yeah.
so hypocritical.
Well, it makes you wonder
It does.
about their awareness
Yeah.
and their sense of responsibility.
Okay, so
Huh?
this brings up a bigger question.
Okay.
Do past actions always inform how we understand someone's present behavior?
It's a tough question.
Yeah, it is.
And a valid one.
And then, of course, there are the videos that Ko made with Mongeau
Right?
while she was underage.
Mm-hmm.
And watching them now,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty uncomfortable.
It makes sense, given everything we've been talking about.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
His behavior is definitely questionable.
Yeah.
There's certain moments, certain looks, things he says,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
It just feels off, knowing the age difference.
Knowing what we know now,
Yeah, exactly.
it makes you look at it in a new light.
For sure.
So this whole situation, it's not just internet drama. It's about power, responsibility, and what happens when those things get blurred in the digital age.
A lot to think about.
So much. We've got lots more to unpack.
Okay.
So let's move on and discuss the potential consequences for Cody Ko's career.
All right, let's dive in.
Okay, so we've got these serious allegations, this pattern of like questionable behavior, and then Cody Ko just goes silent.
Right.
What do you think happens next for him?
Well, Phil Cooper thinks Ko will probably just step back from making content.
So like basically retire to avoid the controversy.
Like the classic move.
Right, just disappear and hope the internet forgets.
Exactly.
But do you think that'll work?
That's a good question.
Like, it's not as simple as, you know, deleting a tweet.
Right.
All of this is online forever.
That's true.
Even if he goes silent. The allegations are still out there.
Yeah, it's like a digital footprint.
Right, it's permanent.
Exactly. And it just shows you how what you do online can really affect your future.
It's like a real-life internet cautionary tale.
I know, right? It makes you think about the creators you follow and what your non-negotiables are.
Totally.
Like, what would make you stop supporting someone?
It's like we have so much power as viewers.
We really do.
But we don't always think about it.
Right. We can literally fund their careers.
Yeah, with our views and likes and subscriptions.
Exactly. So it's important to be aware
for sure
of who we're giving that power to.
We can't just passively consume content.
No, we have to be critical thinkers.
And, like, question what we see.
Especially when it comes to people with power.
Speaking of power.
Yeah.
Can we talk more about those videos?
With Mongeau.
Yeah, okay.
There's something about their interactions that it just feels off. I know what you mean.
It's not just the age gap.
But there's this underlying tension.
Yes. Exactly.
And, like, he's always in control. Yeah. And she seems kind of just there.
Totally.
Like, not really engaged.
Just giving major high school senior hanging out with the freshman he thinks is cute vibes.
I love that analogy.
Right. Like, that's the level of awkwardness.
Totally.
And power imbalance.
Yeah, it's that classic.
Yeah.
I'm the cool older guy energy.
It's so icky.
And that's what makes this so disturbing.
Even if she was legally an adult in some of the videos, you can just feel that power dynamic, and it feels predatory.
It does.
Okay, but let's play devil's advocate for a sec.
Okay.
What if Cody Ko actually apologizes?
Interesting.
What would a genuine apology look like here?
Because, like, a generic sorry if I offended anyone tweet won't cut it.
No, it has to be real. And meaningful.
Imagine this. Yeah. Ko makes a video. Just him talking to the camera.
Okay.
No fancy editing or anything.
Just straight up.
He acknowledges Mongeau's allegations without minimizing them.
Yeah.
Takes responsibility for his actions.
Okay.
For the power imbalance. For the inappropriate jokes.
Right.
No excuses.
Wow.
Just pure accountability.
Yeah, it'd be huge.
Yeah. But would it be enough?
To, like, redeem him?
Yeah. Would people believe him?
That's the million-dollar question.
And I don't know the answer.
Me neither.
An apology is a start, but it can't be the end.
Right. Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
So what kind of actions could he take?
To show he's serious.
Yeah.
What if he donated to charities that support survivors of sexual assault? Or used his platform to talk about consent and power dynamics and healthy relationships?
He could partner with experts?
Yeah.
Amplify the voices of survivors?
Exactly.
And educate people?
Yeah, that would be huge.
It would be a real step towards accountability.
Well, it is.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, cool.
So far, there haven't been any real consequences.
Profoundly.
Yeah, like professionally.
You mean like losing sponsors?
He hasn't lost Mansers. He's not been dropped by any platforms. He still has millions of followers.
That's crazy.
It just shows you how the internet handles these things.
It's like this weird gray area.
There are no rules.
Right.
No consequences.
Especially when it's not a clear-cut legal issue.
Right. The court of public opinion is powerful, but it's also, like, so unpredictable.
And inconsistent.
So, like, what does real accountability look like online?
I don't know.
It's a tough question.
It is, and it's not just about Cody Ko.
Right. This applies to Every influencer, every celebrity.
Everyone with a platform. It's about power and responsibility online.
And consent.
Uh-huh.
Especially when the lines between public and private are constantly blurred.
That's the world we live in now.
It's made me really think about my role as a viewer.
Yeah.
Like, am I supporting this?
That's a good question.
What am I doing with my clicks and my views?
Yeah.
What am I contributing to?
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
But the good thing is,
we
have a lot of power to shape things.
As viewers.
Yeah.
I like
We can demand better from the creators we support.
Okay. I'm feeling a little more hopeful now.
Good.
We covered so much.
We have.
But it still feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
I know, right? This is a deep dive.
Wow. This whole thing is like a lot. We've gone from talking about YouTube drama to like the entire culture of the internet.
I think that's what makes a duck dive so fascinating.
Right.
You start with one thing.
Yeah.
And end up in a totally different place.
It's like Alice in Wonderland down here.
Exactly.
But okay, back to Cody Ko for a sec. Do you actually think he'll do any of the things we've talked about?
Like apologize.
Yeah, or donate to charities, or use his platform for good.
It's tough to say.
Right. Like, what are the chances he actually changes?
Well, we can look at the possibilities.
Okay.
He could ignore everything.
Yeah.
And just lay low.
Hope it goes away.
Exactly.
Or he could give us one of those carefully crafted PR apologies.
Right, and maybe throw some money at a cause.
But not really address the problem.
Yep, that's definitely a possibility.
Okay, but is there another option?
There's always the nuclear option.
Okay, the nuclear option.
Yeah.
What's that?
Imagine Coke completely dropping the act.
Okay.
No more curated persona.
Right.
Just raw honesty.
So, like, totally real and vulnerable.
Exactly.
Wow, but would he even do that?
It would be a huge change.
Like, can someone who built their career on being funny suddenly become a social justice warrior?
It would be a big shift for sure.
Right.
But imagine the impact.
Okay, I'm listening.
If someone with his platform actually became a force for positive change.
That would be pretty incredible.
It would.
But it's also risky, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He could lose fans, sponsors, become a target for even more criticism.
There's a lot at stake.
So it really comes down to us, the viewers.
We have to make our expectations clear.
Okay, so how do we do that?
We have to be intentional with our attention.
With how we engage?
Yeah, every time you watch a video,
like a post,
share a link, you're basically saying, I support this.
That's a good point.
We're constantly making choices,
yeah,
whether we realize it or not.
And those choices matter.
They do.
So we need to ask ourselves, who are we supporting?
What values are we promoting?
What kind of online world are we helping to create?
It's about being mindful.
Yeah.
And recognizing our power.
Okay, I'm liking this.
When we demand more, creators have to listen.
Because their success depends on us. This is making me feel a little less hopeless.
I'm glad.
What if we could create like the perfect accountability system for the internet?
Ooh, I like this.
What would that look like?
Well, for starters,
we
need to educate people.
Creators and viewers.
Both. We need to teach people how to be responsible digital citizens.
Right.
Media literacy. Online ethics.
Most of us never learned that stuff.
No, we were kind of thrown into the deep end.
Exactly.
So we need resources.
Okay.
Workshops, online courses.
And teach people how to engage responsibly.
Yeah, and how to address harmful behavior.
And build a better online community.
Exactly.
But what about when someone messes up?
Well, I think accountability can be about growth.
Not just punishment.
Right. What if there was a clear process
Okay.
for creators to take responsibility, make amends,
and learn from their mistakes?
It's about restorative justice.
I like
giving
this.
people a chance to redeem themselves.
Because we all make mistakes.
We do.
But it's how we handle them.
That matters.
This has been a wild ride.
I know, right?
We started with so much negativity.
Yeah, it was heavy.
But I'm ending this with hope.
I love that.
Hope that we can learn. And do better.
And build a better online world.
That's what it's all about.
Using these conversations
to
create positive change.
The internet is a powerful tool.
It is.
But we have to use it wisely.
We do.
So, to our listener, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We appreciate you.
We hope it's challenged you and inspired you.
And maybe even empowered you.
To think critically about your role online.
Because you have a voice.
And you have a choice.
And you can make a difference.
That's it for this deep dive.
See you next time.
Stay curious, stay informed.
And stay engaged.